Hey guys, thought I'd just let you know, it seems like we have another picture here, what could be the iPad's or the iPad 3's new processor. And we've been hearing so many things about this A6 processor. It's going to be quad core, it's going to be all good. But it seems like we can see on a date code here in March, this seems to be the main board of some kind of iPad. So probably the iPad 3 from last year, so November around that, when Apple probably started to produce their first iPad 3s. We can see that it's running on a processor called A5X, and we do know that the A5 that's what Apple were using in the iPad 2 on the iPhone 4S, but A5X, like, are they just gonna use a higher clocked A5 processor, or aren't we gonna see an A6 processor, or is the A5 gonna still be running on Cortex A9, but is it gonna be quad core? It's gonna be a dual core. Well, what it seems like here is that we're not gonna see A6 because A5X. That sounds like the same thing that Apple did with their iPhone 4. First they had the iPhone 4, and then they made an iPhone 4S. iPhone 4X, iPhone 4S. They may do the same thing here with a A5 processor that comes with a little more speed. Because I mean, first of all, at least I think the GPU is updated. We do know that Apple used the PowerVR SGX 543 MP2 GPU in their iPad 2 to power it. But we should remember that with this new resolution that the iPad 3 is probably going to have, it's going to have like a Retina display as the iPhone 4S and iPhone 4. So with that kind of sick resolution, like 2500 times 1500 or something, we need more GPU power, I think. So GPU is probably going to be updated, but aren't we going to say A6? It's just going to be a much better A5 processor. Now I think this could be a good thing for Apple to do, but maybe a little boring if it's not going to be quad core, because we do like quad core goodness. But we do know that everything is about how the experience is, and if Apple could get away with making a cheap processor and then fork out a ton of money on the screen, because that Retina display is probably going to be very expensive to do, so that could be why we aren't going to see an A6 processor. But yeah, this is speculations, of course, we have no idea, but this is the picture, and this is a late picture from November, so we don't know, but we are going to find out probably on March the 7th. See.